Oh, Police Oppression, Angelic Upstarts. That's a B-side actually. 10 times better than the A-side. Yeah. Copper's Truncheon. I think it's from the 80s. Let me turn it down a bit more. I don't want to get into copyright and all that old cobblers. Yeah, the story goes, my younger brother was being chased through a local town centre by a member of Her Majesty's Constabulary. And let's say, well, the old boy who was chasing him was a bit of a piggy porker. Or he was a fatty. And my brother even slowed down a bit to give him a bit of a sporting chance. Oh, excuse me. But the copper couldn't catch him. And he took out his truncheon. Not that truncheon, and swore at my brother and threw it at him, and of course it missed him. So my brother ran back, picked it up and buggered off with it, and I ended up with it. It's missing the leather strap. Should have a leather strap round here, goes round your wrist. If only the old Bill had more of these today, with them poncy bloody nightstick things. Crack a few fucking protesters over the head with these, gluing themselves to roads and goodness knows what else. So yeah, there you go. I just found it rolled underneath the bed, and I normally keep it by the bed, not as some sort of adult plaything, but in case there's any intruders trying to get into the house. I have had to sort of go rushing downstairs with it once before, years ago. My car got pinched off the driveway, but that's another story. The missus, Nick, what are you doing? What are you doing? Be careful, Nick. And yeah, wasn't a pretty sight. Just me in a pair of trainers and my underpants, wielding a fucking copper's truncheon. Anyway, enough of that. This is another a thread response for Martin. Mike, sorry, not Matt. What the hell am I on about, Martin? Mike, down in Portsmouth, PC31, the vinyl Policeman. Oh, supping some iron brew, made in Scotland from girders. Yeah, I've already done a response to this, and that was a Trojan label. It was his pick a label, any label. 5 artists on that label, 5 different records. I've already done Trojan. Somebody commented, I can't remember who, I should have double checked and remembered the name. Their money was on me doing two-tone. Well, to the best of my knowledge, I didn't think it could be done. And I'll tell you why in a minute or two when we get going. But I've sat there, I've looked, I've double checked. I've had to recall the record I lent out to a friend to get it done. I don't normally lend out records anymore. So many of them years ago got stolen, pinched when lent out, never got them back, pinched at parties. You know, the usual. So yeah, it can be done. Let's get started and I'll tell you how. So here we go, two-tone label. That's the album that started it all, and I've got 7-inch singles as well. Specials by the Specials. Now, there was only 3 artists, technically 3 artists. I suppose you could say 4. again, we'll explain later. There was only 3 artists who released albums on the Two Tone label. There were artists who released 7-inch singles, but then they jumped labels when they got better offers, and when Two Tone was basically on its last legs, etc. But yeah, Specials, and that picture there is based on another album sleeve. More of that another time. You can probably see, if I get it out, there it is, the Two Tone label in all its glory. I have pulled some of the records out of the sleeve so you can see the actual label. I hope you can see how it all okay. So yeah, let's just put that back. So yeah, Specials, 7-inch single, that's the Specials. Too Much Too Young, the main single on this 7-inch EP, does feature on that Specials album, but the version on the Specials album is a lot slower than this one. Okay, let's put that there. The next one on the Two Tone label, The Selector, Pauline Black and Co, Gap Hendrickson. You have to excuse me, I can't remember the names of the others. The Selector only did 1 album on the Two Tone label. Hope you can see that all okay. Fantastic band, The Selector, still going in one form or another. I think there's Pauline Black still fronting the band, Gap Hendrickson's with them still, or he left, he's back with them, and I think there's another member from years gone by who's with them now. The Selector, Too Much Pressure, and there you go, there's a Selector single, Missing Words, my favourite Selector tune. On the other side, Carry Go Bring Come, another great tune. That's a cover. So yeah, that's the Selector. Now, what the hell have I done with this? You're going to have to excuse me. There it is. what an arse I am. Third artist to release an album on the Two Tone label, Rico Rodriguez. I always have trouble pronouncing his name. Is it Rodriguez? Rodriguez? Him and Dick Cuffle were like, I don't know, you could liken them to the 5th member of the Beatles. They used to appear on the early singles, and that's a custom Two Tone label. The Two Tone chap there, his nickname is Walt Jabsco, and they've got him playing a trombone. Rico was a ska trombonist, probably the best in the business. He did get a knighthood or some sort of honour from Her Majesty the Queen. But yeah, Rico, like I say, 3 artists did albums, well, 4 technically, I suppose. I don't have a Rico 7-inch single or a 12-inch single, but just to show that other bands did record 7-inch singles on Two Tone before going over to other labels. This is the first single release by Madness. yeah, they put their first single out on the Two-Tone label, and that's The Prince. The Prince, there's the B-side, Madness by Madness. The Prince is their homage to one of the founders, one of the, I call him the godfather of ska, Prince Buster. So yeah, that was their sort of tribute, their homage to Prince Buster. And this is an English press, and I have got another one in my collection, which is a French press. So yeah, Madness released their first single on the Two-Tone label, then they went over to Stiff. Okay. Right, I said there was only 3 artists that recorded on two. That's what I thought. But later on, after a while, specials sort of split up. They were like living in each other's pockets, you know, on top of each other all the time, constantly touring, never getting a break. Terry Hall, frontman, Neville Staple, who also did singing, Linval Golding played guitar. They left, went on their merry way. They formed the Fun Boy 3. Jerry Dammers, who well, the Specials was his band. He started up another version of the band. John Bradbury, who was the drummer, he stayed on and played. I'm not sure if any of the others did, but some of the others who appeared on their records, earlier records, like Rico, Dick Cuffle. He used to be alongside Rico. Dick Cuffle played cornet. I don't think it was trumpet, I think it was cornet. And various other members of the band occasionally sort of helped out, as it were, and appeared on some of the records they did. That new band that Jerry Dammers formed was called the Special AKA. Not to be confused with the very early Specials, who were also called Special AKA. Their first release, I can't. Rudy, a message to you, I think it was. I'm probably wrong. I've got it here in the collection. Yeah, their first release was under the name Special AKA, and on the B-side of that first release was a song called The Selector by The Selector. But yeah, like I say, they sort of split up. Jerry Dammers reformed using other people, and they called themselves the Special AKA. This is again another bit of a custom Two-Tone label. In the studio with the Special AKA. Okay, I don't have any Special AKA this sort of modern era singles. My daughter has, but she's not here, and I'm not going in her bedroom trawling through crap trying to find it. I do have a couple of 12-inch singles, Special AKA. That one, I'm sure, my memory's terrible, was a VCLT from John, 6-inch pianist. Okay. Yeah, Roddy Radiation, who was with the original Specials, he appeared occasionally with them. Yeah, okay. Do have another one, 12-inch single, Special AKA. It's that free Nelson Mandela big hit single. There's a bit on the back about Nelson Mandela and his time in the old chokey and whatever. Okay, so 4 artists. I do have another album which is compilation one, a live one. There was a two-tone film released, sort of advertised the label. I do have it on video. To the best of my knowledge, it was never ever released on DVD. I think if there are DVD copies, it could well be pirate ones. This featured other bands on the two-tone label, which didn't release albums, and also Bad Manners are on here. They were part of the sort of ska two-tone-ish sort of revival. So Bad Manners did appear on this, which is a two-tone release. Bad Manners recorded their singles and albums on the Magnet label. Madness are on here as well, but like I say, they only did one 7-inch single release, never released an album on two-tone. But they do appear on this. The Body Snatchers, they released a couple of singles. Never released an album, which is a shame really, because they were a good group, all girl group. The Beat appear on here, or known in America as the English Beat. They released a single on two-tone, then moved over to Go Feet, which was a custom label. I think it might have been distributed by Chrysalis. I'm not quite sure. I'm probably wrong with that one. I have to double check that. I don't want to put that down as a definite. But yeah, Bad Manners are on here. Never recorded on two-tone, but yeah, they do appear on this album, which is a two-tone release. The Selector are here, Madness, Specials, Body Snatchers. Great live compilation album. And finally, Tears of a Clown, the Beat. Known in America as the English Beat, and I think they were known in Australia as the British Beat. But call them what you want. To me, they're the Beat. I know there's an American band called the Beat, but hey ho, I don't care. So yeah, Tears of a Clown, 7-inch single released by the Beat on the two-tone label. So there you go, Mike. I hope that was okay. It can be done. Mike was telling me to do one on Stiff label. He did Stiff. But yeah, okay, I'll sort that out and we'll get it done. Okay, thank you very much. All the best. Bye for now. Oh dear. Anal log indeed. Ha.